All right, so I stumbled across a video about a guy getting his channel shut down on YouTube, and I don't know what's going on, but it's a lot of content creators channels getting shut down. But let's see what this guy has to say. Maybe he knows why it happened.
This is a YouTube video for all the grow a garden moms and dads out there. I know there's a few. You, like me, probably started playing grow a garden because of your kids, my daughter. And you're probably still playing grow a garden long after your kids are playing. If you're a younger person watching this video is not for you. This video is probably for your mom and dad. So you can go show it to them. You've read the title. On April 10th, I lost monetization across all my YouTube channels. That means I'm jobless. I have no income. YouTube was my only source of income. Unwise. But that was the reality. And because of that, I've put my family at risk. My wife and I sat down and we've done the math. And our savings can carry us for a while. But we're not going to make it. I had a YouTube channel, if you're wondering why. It was a compilation channel. Compilation of my videos. Understand that. Videos that I made on other YouTube channels that I own. My voice, my editing, it's gameplay. I was playing video games. So I wasn't even borrowing somebody else's footage. It was my gameplay recordings. Compilations of my funny videos. Haha. Yeah, I was doing that for a few years. In July 2025, YouTube changed the terms of service and they were cracking down on spam content. So I stopped making those videos. This past February, many months later, I wanted to take that channel, change it, and put new content on it. So I deleted those videos. Well, deleting a whole bunch of videos triggers YouTube's bots. Because why else would somebody delete videos? And they analyzed the channel. And they found the compilations. And they removed that channel from the partner program. They allowed me to appeal. I appealed. I showed them my process. I made a video with my face. And I was talking directly to whoever human, probably not, was there. And the appeal was denied. I showed them my entire editing process, my filming process, everything. And it was denied. And because one of my channels was removed from the partner program, all of my channels are removed from the partner program. And that happened on the 10th of April.
Okay, so it sounds like they shut his channel down because they believed that it was ran by bots. So I mean, people were talking about this on Twitter, how they passed the rule. Well, they made, they came up with a rule about they won't support any channels that's ran by AI. So AI came out and everybody starting to take advantage of it. So that's what happened. And that was earlier this year when I read the article, and of course you got a lot of people that said it's like 50-50. And I was happy for it. I already knew it's a lot of lazy people. Well, matter of fact, prime example. It's when YouTube, like, not really when it first started. This was like recent, like 3 years ago or something. But you would have content creators and they have 3, 4, 5 channels, and all 5 of the channels will have over 1 million subscribers. So what those guys did, all they did was just copy and paste content. It wasn't original whatsoever. So they also passed it as well because they noticed that a lot of people was just copy and pasting. They wouldn't put up any original content. So they shut that down. But those guys, they already did it. So they already have all those channels where they have over 1 million subscribers and millions of views off of each. So they as they say, those scammers would say, they ran the play. So they did that to where they just copy and paste content. Then people started kind of started to do that last year, but they shut that down. It was too late. Like, again, the gold rush already came and went, and so they had that. People were copy and pasting, and then now AI came out. You got a lot of people making these videos. They just just write up a script on ChatGPT, and then they'll make a whole video on YouTube. And them guys literally didn't do anything, so they put us out to that as well. And one of the biggest comment on there on Twitter about not using AI to make these videos. Oh man, they doing everything they can not to pay us. It was true about that. The guy was right about that, because it's kind of funny how every 3 months or so you're doing something on YouTube and they come out with a new strategy, like, hey, do this. Like, now they had the shorts, right? You remember this, they copying, was it Instagram, whatever the other app is. So they're like, okay, we're focusing on shorts now. It's like, and that's when I just I've been on YouTube for quite a while, but not consistent. But when I got back on it and started making videos, that following year, they're like, oh yeah, we're focusing on shorts. And I'm like, oh, okay. And they're like, oh well, if you use shorts, the views won't count as it won't count towards your partner program. Oh, if you got a lot of clicks or whatever, they were saying about shorts, because they noticed when people started using shorts, okay, well, they talking about they want us to use shorts now. So like, all right, we'll use shorts. And then they found out that shorts was working too good for a lot of people. So now they backtrace. Say, okay, well, it's not going to count towards your partner program. If you're trying to get, you're trying to get your 4,000 watch hours and your 1,000 subscribers. Oh, it don't count towards that no more. I'm like, okay, so now we back to just making videos, and they keep going back to long form, short form. So at the end of the day, YouTube is just doing stuff to not pay people. They don't. This is what it is. Like, because if it's at the end of the day, if someone's trying to learn how to change their tire, you shouldn't have to go through all these hoops and all these other random videos that has nothing to do with changing your tire to find a video on how to change a tire. So I watched another. He's a pretty big YouTuber. He got almost 700,000 subscribers, and he does it every now and then. He'll come up and be like, "Hey man, YouTube is just messing with my channel and this and that." It's not just him; it's other creators as well. But they won't push the video. And I remember at the very beginning of YouTube, they were like, "Yeah, make sure you fill out your keywords and all that stuff like that. It'll help you, get get the ideal audience to watch the videos." I'm like, all right, cool. So if I'm making a video on how to make a cake, I'm putting down cake, ingredients, bakery, I'm filling it out. But later on, when they had a webcam, was it an interview with one of the people that's in that department at YouTube. They're like, hey, what about the keywords like that? Does it still work? Would it help us out still? And the guy was like, well, not really. And I'm like, what are we doing? Because they always, let's be honest, I mean, if you're a YouTuber, whether you care or not, but the big ones, they know. The ones who's already in the partner program and been doing it for a while, they know. So for you to, okay, work on your keywords, it's going to help you, find your audience. Okay, now we're doing shorts. Okay, now we're not doing shorts. Okay, now we're doing long form videos. Okay, now we're not doing long form videos. And I was thinking about doing a reaction channel about music. You can't do that. And then I watch videos about people. Oh, this is how you set it up so you won't get demonetized. And a couple weeks later, they say, "Oh, you can't do that because you get." I'm like, what is this? So it's based on what the guy is saying. They shut his channel down because whether it's some kind of system or actual people behind it. Because at the lower level, no one's monitoring that. They're using AI now. They're using that to monitor it. So if AI says your channel is suspicious, they'll shut you down. That's it. You have to actually reach out to them and then get a hold of an actual person for them to review your channel. But YouTube itself believes that he's running a channel just strictly off of AI, because what he did, he was doing something that was okay. I can do this. Then they came out with new rules. Okay, you can't do this anymore. So he tried to backtrack and fix it, but he was already in the system. Like YouTube already caught it. It's like, hey, this person has a suspicious YouTube channel, and he was trying to, he said right now he's trying to fix it. Like wipe the slate clean, but he was already in the system, and they just ended up shutting him down. So even after he did the appeal and stuff like that, it's like, nah, we're not gonna do it. So in this case, I don't know if he said he had multiple channels, so you guys have to understand it's like millions of people on here. So if something were to happen to your channel, unless you're some big time, like I don't want to keep saying Mr. Beast, you don't need to be Mr. Beast, but if you're some big time YouTuber, you got hundreds of subscribers, then they'll cater to you quicker than somebody who has like 25, 30. This is what it is. It's just part of the food chain. Like somebody like me is like, I don't really have any subscribers, but I would imagine if something happens to my channel, and then somebody channel who has 1 million subscribers, I'm pretty sure they're going to assist the guy or the lady who has 1 million subscribers before they get to me. It's just what it is. So the chance of getting this channel back up and running, I don't know, man. Like you got to get a lawyer, because I remember back in the day, it wasn't all this complicated to get something resolved. But back then they didn't have all that. It was like actual people uploading their own videos. It wasn't, oh, I'm gonna take this content, I'm gonna put it on my channel, then I'm gonna make it seem like I did it. That wasn't happening back in the day. It's like people actually was uploading their own videos. But now you have all these other companies and apps and stuff like that that help push your video. So it's not authentic like it used to be. But I don't know. Like he had to get a lawyer, but like I say, he had multiple channels. They shut them all down. So I mean, that would happen with Mark Bell, because he was talking about enhancement drugs, and they just shut his whole channel down the next day, and he hasn't got it up since. He had other channels, and he's to this day he's running his other channels, and he tried to, but they just straight up banned him, and that was it. So he had to just rely off his other channels, and to this day he's still using the other channels, and that main channel he had is no longer up. So it's a lot of stuff involved, man. But me personally, it's like I just try to stay in the right lane, because I know you can do stuff with ChatGPT and AI, but at the end of the day, it's like if you're going against the grain, at some point they're gonna shut you down. It may not be the day or tomorrow, but at some point they will shut you down. Like the guy in the video, it's like he was doing some shady stuff, and he tried to hurry up and clean it up, but it was too late. They already caught it, and instead of just shutting down that one channel, they shut down all the channels. It's under the same account. You just have multiple channels, but they just shut down everything. So it's crazy, man. Like it's scary, because for somebody to try to make fun of somebody, look at it like this: the guy was he's making income, providing for his family. I don't know if his wife was working or not, but he was providing income for his family. YouTube was, he was making money off YouTube to provide for his family. That's on the same level as somebody working a job. Now granted, depending on what happens, it's layers to it, like write-ups and stuff like that, right? I mean, I think now they just pretty much just fire you for whatever, but before all that stuff started happening, it was levels, it was a process for you to get fired officially, unless you did something just straight up crazy. But other than that, it's like you come to work late, they give you so many chances, then they let you go, right? So it's just stuff like that. But as far as YouTube, they shut you down. They said you don't get no more, you don't get a severance package. You don't get none of that. So you get paid off the views. They send you a check. I guess it's every month. They send you a check, and that's pretty much it. So if you were to get fired, that's it. Like they shut down your whole channel, and you don't get no views because your channel is shut down. You don't get paid because your channel is shut down. So you gotta remember that. That's the difference between YouTube and then you working a regular job. So I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody making fun of him because they're like, oh, you should have got a real job. It's like, well, he was getting paid to what he was doing, so that's a job. This is a different kind of job. So, what I mean, it's not like he wasn't making any money doing that. Because if that was the case, then of course he supposedly had got an actual job, but he was actually making money from it. Obviously enough to support his family, but now don't know if it's forever. I know right now it's at a stop. It's just that's it. So he got to go find a job, and then in the meantime, if he can get this resolved, then do that. But I'm telling you this right now, the fact that they shut down all his channels, they mean business. So at the end of the day, he got to get a job, and while he's working, he can see if they're gonna fix the issue or what, or can he get back on. But I'm gonna say this right now, and this is the hard truth. If he had to start from ground one, like straight from the bottom, from ground zero, it's not gonna be the same. Because even though he has all those supporters and subscribers, people that don't, send him money, it's not gonna be the same. It's so hard to start over, especially only one I can think of who could do this. It's gonna be Mr. B. This is a perfect example. Of course, that's an extreme case scenario, but that's true. I don't know anybody else. You got Mr. B's. You probably have Whistling Diesel. I don't know all the like the real popular guys. Um, I can't think of nobody else, but the real popular guys, the one who has like multiple millions of subscribers. Those guys, if they get shut down today, they can start a new channel the same day, and then by the end of the year, they'll have, if not all, majority of their subscribers. So they'll still be in the multiple millions. But if you're not in that bracket, as far as having multiple millions of subscribers, and something were to happen to you, the chance of you coming back and like, okay, I'm gonna get, if you got 200,000 subscribers, oh, okay, I'm just gonna start a new channel and I'm gonna get all my subscribers back. Nah, you won't. No, you won't. And then the fact is, the simple fact is that even though they follow you and all this stuff like that, a lot of them won't subscribe to you because like they feel like, okay, his channel got banned or shut down or whatever, so they're automatically going to just move away from you. They'll just go find some other YouTubers to entertain them. That's just the hardcore truth. It's like if you get fired or you quit your job, do your employees still, employees, but do your coworkers still call you and hang out with you? No, they don't. So it's the same thing with YouTube. They shut down your channel today. The chance of you getting all your subscribers back is not going to happen. You have to be a certain kind of YouTuber for that to happen. Or if not, you have to have so many subscribers to where even if you don't get all of them back, you still going to be good. So if you got 10 million subscribers and then, the channel gets shut down today, you start a new one the same day, you may not get all 10 million back, but you'll get enough back to where, okay, you good. You get 5 million back. If you just get half of them back, you still winning. Hell, if you get 1 million back, you still winning. But you see when somebody get that, you got that large cushion to bounce back. That's your safety net. But if you only got 60, 80, 100,000, 200,000 subscribers, and if that were to happen, nah, you ain't getting all of them back because you don't have enough people that support your channel for you to have a good safety net. Now, not saying if you get like 50, 60,000, that's cool. But remember, you had 200,000. So you went from 200,000, now you had 60,000, and the chances of them people coming back is not going to happen. It's going to do, okay, channel got shut down, whatever. Even though you're going to come back and do, updated video on it, you only going to have some that's going to subscribe to you, but the rest of them, they're going to move on. Because they look at it, okay, his channel got shut down, whatever. They don't care about you doing a updated video or nothing like that about, hey, this is my new channel, support me. They don't care. That's just how it is. Like you got fired from the job. Them same employees that was hanging out with you, going on lunch breaks and stuff, they're not gonna call you after you get fired. That's what it is. They quickly move on. So that's why it's so crucial to build your platform. That way you have enough people. That way if something bad happen, you still have a large support group. But in his situation, he was just doing some shady stuff. He tried to clean it up. It was too late, and they just shut him down completely. So
Now I'm not making money, and I'm scared. I'm scared for my family. I'm scared for us. And I never would have made this video if not for this situation. I need your help. Just a little bit of help from now until June 16th. June 16th, I can reapply to the partner program with the channel that made the mistake. If I fix it, I get 4,000 watch hours, and it fits all the criteria, I can remonetize that channel. If that channel is fixed, all my channels are fixed, and all my problems are solved. If I am denied, Let's not think about that. That's worst case scenario. Until then, I need your help. I have a Patreon. I can't believe I'm doing this.
And if you can see, like I said, I got to do something you can see my cursor, but if you just look over, on the right side of the screen and way in the background, you see 3 plaques. They got a gold one and 2 silver ones. So, yeah. And, not saying you can't do that, while being legit, but, some years back, a lot of people was doing it. They were just copy and pasting content, putting it on all these channels, and they were just sending it back out like their own original content. So to see somebody like this who has multiple, I'm assuming, I don't know if he probably has more than 3, but I know I see 3 right now in the back. One of them's gold. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I know a lot of people, when they first jumped on it, like, okay, well, if I just make a whole bunch of channels, then eventually one of them will catch on. And, that's not that technique is okay, I guess. If it works, it works, right? Like if you over here, you guarantee you getting 100,000 subscribers each channel, you're winning. But let's be honest, like how many channels can you possibly have and you're going to be able to manage all of them? 2 that's the ideal amount. Like you get 2 channels, like, all right, that's cool. But if you got 3, 4, 5, 6 channels, you're doing some shady stuff. So I'm just calling it like it is. So, and it depends on what you're doing, right? If you're doing a day in the life, you probably got a repair channel where you're fixing cars or electronics. And you probably got another one on, I don't know, fitness. It's like, how much time in the day do you have to where you can dedicate yourself to all those channels? And someone may be like, oh, well, you just don't upload on all 3 of your channels or all 5 of your channels every day. That's true, but that takes a lot of work, man. It takes a lot of work. Like, how much time do you have to dedicate yourself? How many hours are you working a day? Because ideally, you want to make enough income to supplement a job to where you don't have to work a regular job, right? But if you have multiple channels, 3, 4, 5 channels, how are you actually keeping up with them? And then you got to understand, like, people will watch your content if it's entertaining, but if you're only uploading once every one, I didn't came across channels to where they uploaded, last time they uploaded like 6 months ago, and then they have a long ass apology video, and then they'll go ahead and do the video, and then everybody get hyped that the person came back, and then next thing you know, 3 months later, hey, what's up, guys? Sorry I've been going for so long. It's not for you, man. You can't do that. It's just, if you're that kind of person, it's not for you. You gotta be consistent. So you're not getting enough views for you to drop a video every twice a year. Like, and it's like, this is what it is. Like me, I'm trying to be consistent, but people will hold out for you, but it's only gonna be so long, and you only can do it so many times. It's only so many apology videos you can put out to where people gonna be like, you know what, I'm done with this guy. If they take the time of their day to watch your videos, you need to be consistent. Now, if anything, you have to post 5 times a day. I know got some people that's telling you that's the secret to get a huge subscriber base and stuff. I understand that, but it's just really being consistent. If you can post 4 videos a week, you'll be okay. I think that's like the minimum, 4 videos a week. Because if you're doing videos like this, you can crank out a lot in a day, a healthy amount, but you don't need to be doing, like, I know some guys, they do like 10 videos a day, like 12 videos a day nonstop. And don't get me wrong, the videos are short, but it's like, dude, you have no life. And all they do is just sit, and then every video I watch, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. So, you just have to be very aware of what's going on. So if you can't post 4 videos a week, the minimum, you probably just need to do something else. Because at the end of the day, that's a lot of time in the week to just drop 4 videos. So if you can't drop 4 videos a week, I don't know what to tell you. So again, not saying this, he just said he was doing some shady stuff, but the prime example, he was doing some shady stuff on some of his channels, and that's what got him those plaques in the background. Because someone who's just doing it legit wise, you ain't gonna be able to do all that. Then especially they scale it like that. All their channels got hundreds of thousands of subscribers on each channel. That's red flag. So YouTube cracking down, and You know, they want you to put out actual content. They want you to be lazy and be cheating the system. Even though I know, you know, I hear some stories about how you can get your subscriber and your views up. But as far as having like 5, 6, 7 channels, like nah, man, like it's obviously you doing some shady stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, he said he's gonna appeal it, and you know, at the end of the day, he gonna see. But right now, he relying off his supporters, you know, to send him some money until he can hopefully get that fixed. But I'm gonna tell you this right now: just go ahead and look for a job and get something, right? Do something to bring some money in. But if you just gonna rely off your subscribers, like that's cool and all, but it's like I don't know, man. That's risky.
It hurts my pride, but this is not about my pride. This is about providing for my daughter and my wife and my family. I have a Patreon. It's in the description. I'll pin a comment in the comments. I can't put a card because I'm not monetized. I'm not allowed. It's $10 a month. And you'll be able to help, hopefully, stretch my savings from now until I can reapply to the partner program and make some money and stop this slide. Without your help, I'm doomed. That's the truth. And that's why I sit in front of you today, because I have to protect my family. I've also been streaming on Twitch because at least that is monetized. And every little bit helps on Twitch. I got some lovely people who join me for streams on Twitch and they support me, and I'm so grateful for them. But it's not enough. It's not even close. Like right now, I'm making a small fraction of what I was making before. So this is my plea to you. This is, if you ever considered helping anybody, all I ask is that here in my time of need, you consider me a fellow grow a garden parent who just wants to do right by his family. And as a small token of my amazing gratitude, I'm going to feature your name here if you do support me on Patreon. You'll join all of these lovely people who have been wonderful in supporting me and my family here on Patreon. And I'll add your name to this list here at the end of every single video I make. And towards the beginning of all of my live streams, I do an even longer, more elaborate marble run with all the names of all these amazing people who are helping me. I can't thank them enough. So that's the whole video. And you will not see another negative video moving forward. Every other video after this will be Grow a Garden leaks and Grow a Garden live streams, and it'll be upbeat and I'll be happy, and I will never speak in such a way again. Okay? Because I know you Grow a Garden parents, you just want to play Grow a Garden to escape your own lives. And you Grow a Garden younger audience members, you want to play Grow a Garden because it's a fun game and you don't need to listen to an old man lament. Thank you.
All right, so yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know where he's at now, but this is the thing too. When you're in a position like that, like people don't mind, I guess tipping you or donations, but you're gonna have people that's gonna look at it in a bad light. What I mean by that is, okay, I ain't no problem giving them, tips and donations, but I'm not going to support a grown ass man and his family. Now you can call it what you want, but I already know that's just reality. So it's like giving somebody a ride to work, right? The first time, no problem. Second time, it's like, third time. But after that, it's like you're gonna start having withdrawals. It's gonna be a problem. You gotta understand, you can easily do a favor, and that favor can turn into a problem real quick. A favor is one time, a problem is multiple times. So you just gotta keep doing it. That's when it happens. So, as far as I can see the guy, like, he has all his limbs. This is where reality comes in real quick, because you gotta have some actual guys that are gonna be like, dude, just get an effing job. Like, just get an effing job, and then, see if you can get that fixed. If you can't, whatever. Because at the end of the day, what if they say no again. What if they say, nah, we reviewed your channel, and we still gonna say no. We shut you down completely. What are you gonna do then? So instead of him, and that's what happens too, right? Like what they say, he got soft hands. He got soft hands. So instead of him, like automatically, anybody who has some common sense, they be like, okay, well this happened. I gotta get a job. You notice how he didn't say that. He act like that's like non-negotiable. So he's already in the bad situation. You got people that's watching his channel, and they're gonna take offense. Like, okay, what's wrong? What's wrong with getting a job until the meantime? It's not the fact that they don't want him to not stream anymore. It's like, okay, well, get a job, and while you're waiting for that to happen, that's just common sense. But you have a lot of people, once they start doing some kind of content creation, they start making a decent amount of money. They look down at having a job now. Now, oh, I'm a content creator. That's it. That's all I do. I don't want to do nothing else. Reality is they don't care if you're a content creator. You're either gonna get a job or you're not. That's common sense. It's like, bro, if that happens, it's like, okay, if you get fired today, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go look for another job. That's just common sense, no brainer. So just because you're a content creator, that doesn't change anything. Like, okay, bro, you're a content creator, yeah, whatever. They shut down your channels. Get a job. Get a job, and then see what they're gonna do later on. You say you gotta wait so many months to see if they're gonna change their mind or not. But in the meantime, let's get a freaking job. Anybody will tell you that. But you have these people like him that just look down at that. They're like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. It's like, are you serious? So you're just gonna sit there, keep begging for money until you find out what they're gonna do with your channels. It's like, bro, just get a job, have a steady source of income, and then prepare for the worst, right? Like if they say no, then okay, whatever, you're already working. But they say yes or whatever, but you're taking a big risk, and then you relying off of people to take care of you and your family. Like, it's different when somebody's just give you tips, you know what I mean, because you're entertaining them. But now it's a different situation, because now you're relying off of them to take care of you and your family when there's nothing wrong with you and your wife. I can easily just go get a job and y'all be okay. That's when the disconnect comes, because remember, I said the first time is a favor. Anything after that first time now is a problem. So if I'm over here sending you $10, $20, $5 every now and then, because I like your content, and now you're gonna turn around and say, hey, I need more money from you guys. I need the money. I need you guys to help me. I need you guys to support me and my family. Nah, it's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. You're gonna have some people that's gonna, I guess, donate, but it's only temporary. It's not this it's a temporary thing. And now the people, you make them feel like they have to give you more because you just literally asked for more money. Now they're not gonna send you any money because, like, okay, well, this dude can just get a job. He's trying to take advantage of us, which is true. Now you're in a worse situation. The best thing he can do in this situation is just simply go get a job. So get a job, and then while he's working, when that due date come, when they gonna do, they gonna let you know if it's a yay or nay, and whatever. So if they say a nay, it doesn't matter because you're already working. That way you can go ahead and start you a new channel and you can go from there. But if they say yay, okay, well, it's up to you. Me personally, because I tell you guys all the time, it doesn't take a lot of time to, especially to make them kind of videos. You're playing video games, dude. Like, you probably put out 1 or 2 a day. It don't take long. Like, when I was on Call of Duty, I think the game probably lasts like 20 minutes or something like that, 15 minutes. So if I'm streaming, a card game, I'll put out like an hour. I'll do an hour worth of gameplay. It's like probably 4 matches, and then I'm done. So what are you doing with the rest of the time after you make these videos? Like, you playing video games. Like, it don't take all day you're not doing no editing, nothing like that. So that's when the disconnect comes into play, because you think you're better than everybody else because we're working regular jobs and you're a streamer, and then all your money is coming from YouTube. But you look down at people like us because we actually work for a living and we do this. I tell you guys all the time, if you got time, just do both. You know, same thing with the TikTok. Like they was paying people what they saying the average content creator was making $5,000 a month. That's cool, but if you're really smart, you'll be working too because it don't take long for you guys to make them videos. But they took advantage of it. They didn't capitalize off of it. They got because they're already lazy. So when TikTok shut that stuff down, now they panicking. So I mean, it sucks. Let's be honest, it sucks, right? Because he was doing what he loves, but at the end of the day, he's lazy. Because it don't take all day to make that stuff. I don't know how much he was making, but the dude got multiple channels, and you know he's certified in all of them. So he just said out his own mouth he's doing some shady stuff. So it's like it sucks, but it's like okay, man, like life goes on. Like get you a job, and you know, and then see what happens later on down the road. But if they say no, then that's it. Just start your new channel and keep going from there. And we all know your channel ain't gonna kick off in the same day you start a new one. That's gonna take months for you to, you know, you might get monetized in a week or whatever like that. But we all know that you gotta get all them followers back or try to get majority of them back. And it's not gonna be the same because guess what? That first time you got away with it, but now they shut you down. You ain't gonna be able to do it again. So you're gonna have to go through that slow, long grind. That's what's gonna happen. You're not gonna get 50,000 subscribers in a day. No, 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 no. Even though how many subscribers you have, you're not gonna get them same subscribers back in that short amount of time. Because I already know by how he's acting. He think, okay, if I start a new channel today, then by the end of the week I'll be back to normal. No, you won't. No, you won't. You're gonna have to do that slow grind, bro. You're gonna do X amount of videos a day. So whatever you was doing before you got demonetized, before they shut you down, now you really gotta work. Because YouTube has already got an eye on you, bro. So if you gonna start a new channel, I already know. He already said it. You already gonna start a new channel. YouTube now they got their eyes on you, bro. So they gonna make you work for it for real. So, and like I said, you need so many views on them long form content. You already know how it is. So you really gonna have to work now. So all the little tricks and stuff you was doing before, nah, that's why they shut you down the first time. So you gonna have to really put in that long grind, and that's pretty much about it. So if you're somebody that's that's under the radar, yeah, you can pull them moves to where you can boost your subscribers and your views and stuff. And YouTube ain't gonna worry about you. But somebody that got caught and you try to come back again, they're gonna make it extremely hard for you this time. Cause okay, yeah, we'll let you do start a new channel, but you ain't about to get them views and subscribers up like you think you are. They gonna then that's where it's really gonna come down to if you really want to do it or not. Cause you was doing it, cause you was easy money. So now you really got to work for that money, and then that's how we're gonna find out if you really about it or not. Because somebody like me, I know it's gonna come. It's a slow grind. I'm cool with it, but I'm not worried about it because I know it's gonna come. But somebody like him, he want that fast money. He want that recognition. He want all that stuff back. No, 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 no. If anything, I probably get monetized faster than him. But at the end of the day, I know it's gonna happen for me, so I'm not worried about it. But I mean, it is what it is, bro. You can't be doing some shady stuff. That's the thing too, because if you do shady stuff, it's either you're gonna just I don't know. It's either you gonna stop or you gonna keep doing it. It's up to you. But this thing, it's like robbing the bank. Like you probably got away that first time or the second time, but at some point you'll get caught. So that what happened with him. He was doing some shady stuff on them channels, and he thought he got away with it. Then YouTube came and paid him a visit. So I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's crazy. But I don't know. I know YouTube be doing a lot of constant changes on the platform, but they do that because let's be honest, they don't really want to pay nobody no more. The gold rush happened at the beginning when YouTube first dropped. So how it is now, it is making it harder, and harder for you. So you just gotta just pretty much flood the market, which you didn't have to do back in the day. But now you gotta flood the platform. You gotta drop 10 videos a day, 7 days a week, and then I guess after you get enough subscribers or whatever, then you can scale back. But if you were to start now, you pretty much gotta just gotta flood the damn the platform. So, but anyway, guys, what you think about the video? If you think he deserved to get this channels, so you got multiple channels shut down. If you think he didn't, let us know down below, and make sure you like, share, subscribe. And oh yeah, my cash app, I got it in the description. But yeah, until next time, guys.